And we should be live. Let me double check. YouTube's asking me a question here. Let me skip that. There we go. Yes, we are live. Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. Ace here, and today I'm joined by a guest. Would you mind letting the audience know who exactly I'm speaking with?
Hello everyone, I am Oros, and I am here to suffer.
Yep, so Orososium is going to be joining me today to read more Star Wars The High Republic Adventures. iLoser says, good evening all. Good evening, iLoser. Alright, so let's... I think we all remember where where the last issue ended, with the spaceship getting captured by cartel members, as well as some of the heroes being left on the planet surface of Nal Hutta. iLoser says, welcome to hell. Alex says, so you are here also. Hi. Hello, Alex. Lions Amon says, hello. Hello, Lions Amon. So, let's go ahead and see what the damage is, shall we?
Let's go.
Alright, so I'll read the first bit here. Things go from bad to worse for Court, Farzala, and the crew of the vessel on their secret diplomatic mission, as vicious saboteurs attack and dangerous creatures emerge from the darkness. Farzala must face his deepest fears in order to save the day. Alright. I believe you were I believe the other guy was voicing Farzala, so that would be you today.
Okay. A ver. What kind of voice?
Well, I know we've been giving him a thick British accent, so...
I don't know if I can do that.
I understand.
Can you give me an example, please?
Oh dear. Alright. I'm not sure I can do that particular type of British accent all that particularly well. It's that particularly nasally type of British accent. Not the posh type, but the other nasally type. Alright, I'll do my best with the first line here. Our favorite hero of old, Jedi Master Talbota, would face down whole armies all by himself. See, that's the closest I can do, but...
Well, I
You can
want to try my best.
Alex says, okay, that shall be fun.
At last, as how they saw him, the hollows that we watch over and over as younglings, or natural, or actual real-life Jedi Masters, said we shall really be studying instead. Master Talbota was never afraid, even fear death. And when we imagined the Jedi we will become one day, we didn't have any fear either. How little we understood of the galaxy.
So the Jedi put the hologram or the hollows there to basically brainwash these kids, and then they complain that the kids are entertained by that and not studying, even though that's something specifically put on there by the Jedi Order.
Well, let's say that at least in the brainwashing department, the Jedi have always been steadfast. Not so much in the sense department. I mean, they had their code and all, but at least that is canon. Because, I mean, they have the rules, but either they are unbending or they change them whenever it might work.
Mm.
I don't know, man, because the new canon at least is pure shit.
All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next page, I guess. Oh, some more. A dungeon in Bilbosa Nalhada.
The hats have had me an our pilot. Looks gassy. Look for at least a day now. I've lost track. Quart and the others are in the ship. Something must be gone wrong, because it attacked the Hat Palace right up when we were in the middle of peace talks. My master, Obrato Glee, is with them, but he's some kind of hibernation, and I am alone. Down below it is too dark to see, but something lurks. Several somethings. I can feel them, their hunger and their viciousness. Sometimes I hear them rustling around, gnashing their teeth. But the worst part is, I'm afraid. Jedi aren't supposed to be afraid.
So, I mean, hasn't this guy been through worse than this? But is the first thing. Also,
I mean, worse, yes. But close to doing something that is character development as losing, I think no.
I'm not sure I follow. Could you repeat that a little bit more?
I say that more dangerous than this, no. As close to losing and developing a bit of character, no. I mean, he has gone through wars, but at least this one is a bit realistic in that things can go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah. iLoser says new canon is Jabba swimming happily on crap. Mm-hmm. All right, so next page.
So many Jedi have gone missing or been killed fighting the Nihil and Drengir these past months. The ones up top, no, first.
The one on the right, I think, is first.
Master Yoda Mali and Rabaroxy dead, among many others. And Master Yoda, alone Greystorm vanished with that race. Everyone thinks Master Leoden's dead, and Master Yoda, who knows? I just know I miss them, Master Yoda most of all. It's my memories of them I should be turning to for guidance, not some hologram. But who did I turn to ask about fear? Of course, my own master, Obrato Glee.
I guess I can voice this guy, because... Ah, young Farzala, you are afraid, you say. Let me tell you. Fear is not the enemy. What? 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 What?
This is why, when I noticed this part, I knew I had to read before we came here. I will lose it myself.
Fear is not the enemy. The lesson that the prequels preached about when it came to Anakin Skywalker and his big weakness, fear.
Yes.
Alex says, and that is the whole Jedi code to the garbage. Well, no, that point came at issue 5 where they said no one expects you not to feel the things you feel to a person that just force choked a child. That is the point where it really went to the garbage. But this is still god awful.
Oh man, I
Jacob
don't
can.
know to say if it gets worse. But you are going to see some things.
Okay. Jacob Kennedy says more High Republic. Yeah, kill me now. Yeah, kill me. Reason number of 10. My to fuck the franchise. Yep. Alfaria says naughty. Oh my spine. Yeah. Fear is not the enemy. All right. Well, I believe you do have a. I believe you do have a line there.
The next thing sums up this whole thing. This whole fear is not the enemy, and it is. Huh?
Yeah. Exactly. All right. The vessel. All right. Let's go to the next page. The vessel now. As a
I think I can do this one.
okay.
Listen, you scarlet pod snorfers. We want to find that weird little Jedi and the girl.
And that rock. Don't forget the rock.
It is indeed a thrilling escapade amongst the infinite stars, with billions to be dispatched and planets to save.
What is going on with our droid?
Yeah. The right thing to round them all up and make it quick. We gotta get back to Bilbosa and make sure the Jedi don't stay out to help Scarabda fight the Drengir. Jabba gave us split instructions, and he'll feed us to the Rancors if this goes sour. Now split up.
All right. Sheesh.
To destroy the pirate villains, we shall serve the wheel Torbor.
So, so they've revealed that it wasn't actually the one faction of Hut Cartels, but these guys are plotting against that faction of Hut Cartel in order to keep them and the Jedi from teaming up to fight the Drengir, who have already been established as being this galaxy-wide threat.
Look, they are space gangster, not smart.
I
That's the
know.
only-
I know.
That's the only explanation I can have, man. I mean, if this doesn't work out, they'll die. So I don't know what their plan is.
Yeah, but it's still one of the. It still makes absolutely zero sense to. You would think that at least Jabba, having been alive for God knows how long, would have enough self-preservation to maybe at least team up with the one force that might help actually fight off the galaxy-wide threat that is the Drengir.
Well, maybe these are his teen years, or he is going through stupid. One of the two.
Good point. Also, I just want to point out, they left the Jedi Master that is hibernating still asleep there, so the bad guys already have him secured and can take him as a hostage or something.
Yeah, one thing they didn't do is tie him up or whatever, in case he wakes up.
Well, I know that, but what I'm saying is, why on earth didn't the Jedi Padawan at least take him with them so that he wouldn't be taken as a hostage? Or at least hide him somewhere so he wouldn't be taken as a hostage?
They take him, I don't know. They hide him? At least that they could have done. But I don't know. They are children, they are idiots.
Agreed.
Except for the adult woman that is nowhere to be seen, and the rock.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to the next page.
Okay. This part was also. Let me read.
Come out, little jerks. Unless you are the rock thing, then you stay perfectly still, please.
Don't. Huh?
What was that?
Hmm.
Never mind then.
They just pulled a Skyrim AI. Must have been the wind. Okay, please, for the love of God, tell me that this person is just faking it to try to lure them out. Please, for the love of God, let this not actually be this badly written.
Do you want a spoiler or not?
It looks like it skipped to something else, so... no, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it, but...
Good, it will hurt more. Well, next page.
Then...
Okay. I thought Pharaoh was the enemy, that it leads to the dark side.
Yes, all this is true, young Farzala. But fear is also one of the great teachers, you know.
Yeah. This is bad, but the faces this guy makes, I don't know, something is weird.
Farzala on the top right panel there looks like one of those anime pics of a certain genre that just aren't meant for watching at work, we will say. It even has what looks like a tentacle right by the face just for the added effects.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to get away from that because I just...
Let's continue. I don't understand.
How can one expect to overcome something they've never experienced,
I
How can we learn about something we've never felt? We cannot let fear rule us, But we are fools if we think we'll never feel it. Each time we feel fear, it is an opportunity to become better at overcoming fear. This is not how the Jedi Order works.
I mean, if you were a normal person, this would be a nice enough lesson. But as a Jedi,
Yes.
I mean, as a Jedi, you have to control everything, and you must not feel the
Yes.
most negative of emotions. And while fear, envy, and other things can be good, as a Jedi, as a Force manipulator, that is not as simple. But apparently, it's a good lesson to learn in here.
Yeah, apparently.
Let's
Farzala, what are you doing?
I hate kids, and I hate Jedi. No amount of credits is worth putting with bot.
So wait. So he did actually just leave. He did actually pull a just must have been the wind. Oh! The things that we make fun of games like Skyrim for the bad stealth mechanics in that, they unironically put it in and thought that it was good writing. No, that was
Well, he ends as he deserves in 2 panels. So,
Bucko Drink says, "Dude, are you streaming with Count Dracula? What is this at?" We are with a viewer named Orososium. So what I've been actually doing, Bucko, is I've actually been, letting some of my audience join me on these live streams. I've been doing it especially for the comic book live streams. So yeah, Orososium, I guess he's asking where you're from.
I am from where no one expects. Spain, as the Spanish Inquisition.
I did actually detect a little bit of. I did detect it a little bit when you referred to Mai as me, so.
Yeah, sometimes it sleeps.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, do you want to finish this guy off?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Yeah! And sound effects.
What the? Oh, sorry, that was your line. Sorry.
What the?
So, he shot at something random for absolutely no explicable reason. Oh, I see, because he saw,
He saw
boots.
the shoes.
Yeah, he saw the shoes.
You do this, and you don't look behind yourself, just in case. Just in case, in a ship where half the crew knows it better than any other place. Just in case it is a trap.
Yeah.
Well, he ends up looking prettier, at least.
Alright, so let's go on to the next page. Do you know why I carry so many lightsabers, young Farzala?
I always figured it was because you have so many arms.
No, each one was constructed in the memory of a Jedi Knight and once was one of my Padawans.
Oh no.
When you live to be 1,000, young Farzala, you must learn to watch those you care about grow old and die. But this is what it means to be a Jedi. It means we see the bigger picture.
And that smile is. I don't know if they wanted it to be comforting or not, but.
Yeah, it does kind of look a little odd.
Bigger picture?
When someone dies, what do they say?
That they become one with the Force.
It's not just a metaphor or poem, young Farzala. To make us feel better, their passing gives life to the cosmic force, from which the living force springs. The force is real, yes? It moves through us. We feel it all around.
Yes, of course.
I miss them all, but I cannot be sad that a loved one has become one with the greatest power in the galaxy. Because they remain with us, always, through the Force, nor can I fear the moment that it happens to me, you see.
That face tells me many things.
Yep.
Because you can't see the smile, but oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that face just screams, I'm actually a villain in disguise or something.
And if he's not, my god, they lied to us very well indeed.
Alright, so...
I see, Master. On the day death comes for me, I will not fear it. But today will not be that day.
Galactic data file the huts. The ruthless slime-covered slug-like huts use their physical power to run most of the galaxy's large criminal syndicates. Nalhutta, Narshada, Krikon, Sirkon, Vodran, Klatuin.
Clatuin.
Uh-huh.
Seriously?
Hut ships, Skarbala, Jabba, and Gracchus. Also, that little creature that's with Jabba has apparently been alive for hundreds of years now. Okay.
Apparently.
Alex says, also that is not how suspended cages work at all. Mm-hmm. Siege says, something is off about this dude, or he's drawn strangely. Well, it could be both. This is High Republic Adventures after all. So, next page. Lousy, stinking, inanimate mineral matter aggregates. Clink. Huh? Zoom. Don't hurt me.
Trying to imitate Asmo.
Alright, so, oh yeah, I was voicing this dude as well. And Jacob Kennedy says, wasn't Narshada Legends? Well, I guess it's canon now again. Ilusa says, for a moment I thought of the Dark Woman, can't recall, as the Jedi Master with worse luck than Padawans, but then EU's not fucking canon. Siege says, what do we say to God of Death? I'm guessing this writer was a Game of Thrones fan. Nordic Werewolf says, Ace, you have a good reading voice. Huh, thank you very much. Wait, we're moving. Why are we heading back to Nalhutta? Hey, there you are. Stop right there.
I just want to know, how does Geode move?
I don't think it's really explained.
I mean, does he teleport when no one is looking?
I think maybe. Kind of like the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who or something.
I guess. Because otherwise.
Jacob Kennedy says, Ace is suffering for our entertainment. May God rest his soul. Alex says, I forgot about the Force Rock Master. My brain hurts. It's going to hurt a little bit more, I'm sure. Alright, so I guess I can voice the girl here as well.
Yeah, I can do
Alright.
female voices.
How about you stop, Budso?
Or, as an alternative possibility, you stop delinquent, adolescent, vagrant.
Look at this image. This is a meme in the making. The dude is pointing at the rock, she's pointing at the dude, and the drone and the bot is pointing at her. This reminds me of that one meme where everyone's pointing the guns and then you have the sniper dude sitting in the back.
Well, at least it makes us laugh, because this makes no fucking sense.
Nope. Jacob Kennedy says another goddamn rock. Alright, so I believe I was voicing this individual who it turns out is a woman, so...
At least it looks like a woman, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alex says, also, is it just me or The Rock has surprise lines coming off its corner? Yes, actually, it does!
Wait. Yes! I didn't see the first thing.
Jacob Kennedy says they used a meme to make a panel. Are you kidding? Nope.
No. They don't use a meme to make a panel. They use a meme to make a whole page.
Yes, it's a whole page.
Oh my. Those lines just.
Alex
Next
says, a
page.
surprised rock, I am dying. We were all surprised by the rock. Telza, watch out! Get that vine! Help him!
Oh, easy. Sweet bestie. Easy.
Ah! You keep saving my life when I've done nothing but chase and imprison you. Confounding, isn't it?
Blixie, attack the stranger. I'll be needing my saber, please.
And if I refuse?
So wait.
Yoink! Hey!
No.
Oh wait, Alex has comment of the year. So you're telling me that rock got petrified with fear?
That one hurts.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Lucia says my face is locked in a cringe position, can't even laugh. I laugh because it's too painful to not. Alex says, if you are just going to take it, why the F would you ask? Good question. He's a polite Jedi. Alright.
Well, at least I think I remember there are two more parents in this comic. Maybe more. Depends.
Alright.
Now,
Or Associate did actually skim through this before. I, as you guys probably know, I don't usually skim through it. It's usually a legit reaction, and that's part of the reason why. So, but yes, let's go ahead and continue.
I mean, as I said, I saw that phrase that destroyed you, and I needed to know how stupid this will get. I just needed. But let's continue. Let's see just how bad it is going to get. Now, let's go see your master. I'm sure if we put our heads together, we can get to the bottom of whatever is happening.
You can't just. Okay, but wait. The kid's got spunk. You gotta hand it to him.
This is suffering, you're saying.
Yep. Oh, and the stupidity gets worse on the next page. But I believe you're up.
Okay, wait a second. What blessed and momentous resemble with fate that has been. What a wild and serendipitous ride for our road of fellowship of unusual characters. Alas, now I must dispose of. Perfect. It seems I slightly miscalculated.
So he was pretending to be asleep the entire time.
Something.
Why? Really, why? There.
After checking the whole comic, I am not exactly sure if he was acting, if he was really sleeping.
Well, we know that it lasts centuries, at least according to what the pilot said in the last issue. So, he couldn't have been actually hibernating, but my god, why on earth did he do that?
I don't know. I can only say that in the last page with the droid, either this was done on purpose, because in the last panel, the one where the droid appears, the master is not seen anymore on the side. If you want to
Yeah,
go back and,
I see that. Although,
but I am not
let's-
exactly sure if they fucked up, which is possible.
it's technically possible he could have been obscured somewhat by the chair there, but I don't really think so. So yeah, I do think they did hint at it, but still, but
No,
still,
the next line he offers says it is probably that he was sleeping, but again he might just be fucking with us.
yeah, I know. Very well then. What did I miss? Also, but again, why on earth? Why on earth couldn't they wake him? Because we know for a fact, because what the other person said, these hibernations are supposed to last centuries.
I don't know. You may not be able to wake him up or something. It may be taboo in their religion, species, or whatever. There is no good answer to that question.
Alright, so let's go to the next page. I'm assuming that this is going to be Jabba the Hutt, so.
Yes. In the second bubble tells
Yeah.
you it is Java.
Yeah, alright.
I can try to do him.
Okay.
Driven their ability to steam the danger in capital city, Scarabda. Perhaps it will be wiser for me to bring the main thrust of my forces to reinforce the palace.
Oh, Jabba, give it time. I thought I might be able to lure the Jedi into helping us, but then they attacked.
Red Scabad. Fucking name. Great Scarabda. I swear to you that we had nothing to do with the attack on your palace.
He was accused of that, yes, but my head of security is with him.
I think the first one was the one in the left.
Oh, well, they kind of placed the one on the right a little bit above it. Yeah, but yeah, go ahead.
What is the meaning of this? Isn't he the Jedi saboteur?
He was accused of that, yes, but my head of security is with him. Do you believe him, Ishnar? I do, oh great Skabda. I do.
If you let us track down my companionship, Great One.
Well then, we will solve this problem together. Oh, sorry, it's both of us. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Well,
I think that's Jabba there.
It seems that won't be necessary. Since they just
no. That one was Java. The next one is...
Yeah, the next one is me. Since they've just raised us on the comms. Greetings, mighty Huts. I believe we have some prisoners that may be of interest to you. Gargo, Torgo, Gva, Jabba, those are your toadies. You've made it look like the Jedi attacked us so we wouldn't get their help. Fighting the Drengia. I should have known you were behind this sabotage.
Yeah, guys.
Indeed. Seems he was hoping the Drengia attack on Bilbosa would destabilize things enough for him to get you out of power and drive a wedge in the Hutt Jedi Alliance.
The truth is, those Talbota stories have it all wrong.
Will be arriving shortly. In the meantime, my Padawan is more than capable of speaking on behalf of the Jedi. Alright, Farzala?
The Jedi becomes a master by facing our fear, not pretending we don't feel it.
And I
Next
believe...
page.
Yep. Wait, let me see this. Alex says, oh god, that face, the nightmare. What face is it? I'm kind of curious.
Of yes, the alien woman.
The alien woman?
Yes, the orange one.
Yeah. Which one are we talking?
In the next page, the
Oh god!
yes,
That is the face of, yes, yes, everything is going according to plan.
oh well. I am sure she already has the purest of intentions.
Oh,
So,
indeed.
well, let's continue. And the only way to do that is by realizing the Jedi contingent with me will certainly help you deal with the Dranger infestation on Bilbusa, mighty Scarabda. And next time, when you want our help, just ask. That a true Jedi is never really alone.
Okay, so next, I guess there's no to be continued, so they'll be going to a new story arc with part 8. So
I just wonder how do we have an history still?
So there is actually another. Apparently, this is a 4-page preview of Adventures: The Monster of Temple Peak mini-series. So they're making another mini-series out of High Republic Adventures. There's going to be a mini-series from IDW, along with the Marvel comic, along with the IDW comic, and along with the manga. So it's on page 25. At least the artwork in this isn't as terrible so far.
If nothing else, I can commend them in being prolific.
Yeah. And also this is being published by Cavan Scott, who is of course known for the Warhammer Adventures books. Because,
The many persons in my hit list.
Siege says, oh man, this is quite an expression. Reminds me of the raccoon meme.
Man, I mean, how can you do these things? I mean, if you want to make a new story, a new world, and do this, okay, it's your own career, it's your own history, it's your own world. But the things they have done to Star Wars and Warhammer.
Yeah. This is going to go down in history as the darkest point in the history of Star Wars lore. Not because of the actual canon, but because of just how utterly horrendous the real life nonsense that's going into it is. Anyway, but let's go ahead and get through this little preview, I guess. At least the first page doesn't. I'll voice. I guess I can voice the woman here.
Okay. The other, I think, is a droid in the next page.
Yeah, so. Alright.
Okay.
Ty, have you found the Gundark?
You could say that.
Excellent. No, please, don't forget that our employer, the nice beast trader with all the credits, asked for us to bring it in the animal alive. It's extremely valuable.
I'll try to remember, Khalil. Although it isn't exactly making things easy.
Then try harder. You know as well as I do that we need the credits for this job. And it's only so much Robert can do before the ship falls apart.
That's the least of my worries right now.
I am only thinking of the business, Ty.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking of my skin. Oof!
And there we go with a twak.
Crash thump.
Oh,
Who are
hi.
you? On second thought, never mind. Just try not to get eaten, okay?
I'll do my best.
Ty, what are you talking to? That area is supposed to be
Fuck.
uninhabited.
You got it close enough. Tell that to the kid.
The kid? What kid?
The kid that is in trouble. The kid that needs saving. Okay, so it's revealed that she has a lightsaber and is presumably some sort of mercenary.
Man, Jedi were supposed to be rare.
Yeah, so she was a former Jedi and is now a monster hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter, mercenary, or whatever the author wants, I suppose.
Well, they're saying monster hunter in this. And it's debuting in August. So I guess I guess I can find someone that can be interested in reading this along with me. We'll see how the other comic book miniseries goes.
If nothing else, you are going to have a lot of material.
Yes, it seems that way for sure. So, but anyways, that is the end of the issue. So, what are your thoughts on this particular comic book series, the High Republic Adventures?
Well, the comic, as the series whole, is crap.
Mm-hmm.
Specific numbers are more or less crap. And this one, along few others, have made me reconsider laughing every time someone suffers from reading this. Because, damn, the fear is not. Let's leave it at that.
I will say this. I still think issue 5 is worse than this one.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt,
But-
issue 5 is worse than this one.
It is, as they say, it can always get worse.
Yes.
Let's just hope it doesn't.
I would have to say, if I had to rank the issues, 5 would be the worst. I think maybe 6 would be second place in that regard, and this would probably be third. But that's pretty much neck and neck between this one and 6.
I don't know which one is worse, man. I just hope it gets at least more entertaining. I am not going to say better, but because that is pretty much impossible.
Yeah. And I don't really think they're really trying at this point. At least it looks like we're getting a new story arc, although they're going to be, probably so conveniently leaving out why the Jedi Master decided to have a nap that lasted conveniently a day or two, but not long enough to actually be a proper hibernation, the way that the canon said it was supposed to be. And even if you were to assume that somehow that was supposed to be the hibernation, it still is a case of extremely contrived plot convenience for him to wake up at just the right moment, but hey. Anyways.
It is different from the rest of this whole comic. How? I mean, it is at least that is consistent. That shit happens, so no one important, quote unquote, dies.
No one important yet. We know.
Eh, it will be surprising if one of the good guys dies. I mean, one of the kids is not going to die unless I don't know. I see it as impossible that they either die or fail something.
Well, yeah. So ultimately, though, yeah. Is this, in your opinion, is High Republican Adventures, in your opinion, the worst piece of literature ever to be associated with Star Wars, or the worst piece of media to be associated with Star Wars?
I cannot find something that is worse. In my 33 years of life, I have seen shit made for Star Wars. Something worse than. But this has to be the worst piece of crap they have made for this universe.
I agree.
No question asked.
I agree, especially if you add to the fact that this is supposed to be linked up with the Marvel comic about the High Republic as well. But, yeah. Yeah, this thing is... Yeah, needless to say, Star Wars High Republic Adventures is god-awful. But, of course, I take it that the vast majority of people that are watching obviously already know this because, well, we are on the 7th issue right now, and that has been made plainly obvious by this point, I think. Alex says, even episode 9... Well, consider this. Have you ever seen a part in the Star Wars movies anywhere like anywhere like Jedi telling someone, no one expects you not to feel the things you feel after they watch that particular individual force choke a child? Because that's what happened in issue 5 of the High Republic Adventures. And I could also point to Marvel High Republic, where they decided to put an entire planet into danger just specifically to test a Padawan to see if she was ready to become a Jedi Knight. So yes, we're at the point where the Jedi are willing to put entire planets, populated planets, into danger for the smallest of reasons. That is Sith levels of evil. In fact, I think that in some regards you could argue, at least when it comes to the official canon at this point, is worse than the stuff that's in the movies, for the Sith anyways. At least you could argue, when it came to blowing up Alderaan, that it was a planet that was allied to the rebels, who were an enemy force. It's still an evil act, sure, but there's a difference between that and doing it just to test a Padawan.
I mean, we have that short video that parodies it, that says, that planet full of rebels. I mean, if you look at it that way, they did something that was tactically sound in the first movie. They destroyed an enemy planet. It was not exactly nice.
No, it's still a war crime of the highest order.
But they weren't lying. It was full of more than likely enemies. Here they do it so one can ace a test. For fun.
Yeah. Alfari says, this feels like something the Dominion would use to torture people. No lies detected. Ilusa says there was at least a pattern in Jar Jar 8. I love that! Best nickname ever!
Just fitting.
iLoser says there was at least a pattern in Jar Jar Abrams' chaos. My God, is that not the perfect nickname? But yeah, so I do think now is a good time to ultimately call it. We've been at it for just under an hour at this point. So yes, this has been Ace.
And this has been Euros.
And we both hope to see you again soon. And hopefully we'll see what next week brings comic book wise. But until then, take